Hi, happy Saturday. Um, I was asked to move out, and so this is the last post from the backyard, I guess is what I'm gonna call it. I'll find some other place to look at squirrels hanging down from bird feeders. I'll figure it out. Um, One thing I want to talk about is when you're asked to move. Oh my gosh, it's so tempting to be upset and despondent and just cry and scream and so forth. But the reality is that your landlord has to give it to you in the writing, at least in the Santa Clara County. Your landlord has to give it to you in writing. They need to, if they want to do a 3-day notice, they have to have a court order for that. The Santa Clara County Sheriff cannot help either party. They're just there to execute that. And if they don't have that, or if they don't give you that, you have to go to court first. They have to sue you, and they have to go to court, and you have to go to judge and get a judgment. Um, and you have to plead your case, and you have to talk to the court. So sometimes those verbal warnings are kind of scary, but you know, take them, accept them, and then make a plan. Um, Especially with the political climate, it is hard. It's hard to not think, oh, so and so, or oh, them, or oh, that. You are responsible for your own self. You cannot blame other people for those things. I realize as a renter, I'm renting space in somebody else's home. Um, and it is difficult. It is really difficult to find a place to live. Um, Probably one of the most disturbing things about it is there's there's services for landlords to find renters and they can rent a room, but they don't call it a single room occupancy. They just call it renting a room or hacking. And scary. It's very scary because they can say no. And you may be desperately holding on to that one place. I actually saw 5 places. I interviewed with 4 landlords. Um, I'm I'm not sure what the future holds for me, but if living in, this is living in Silicon Valley. This is living in the San Francisco Bay Area. Unless you own a place, you're still, even owning a place, obviously, you need a you need a renter. You need somebody to help you pay the bills. Um, and it is difficult. Um, we just got done with the election where I want to say there was 6, maybe, I think there was 6. There was 1 from state, 2 from the county, and 3 school bonds. Just alone on my ballot that I was voting on, or 3 bonds. One was for training, one was for housing, and one was for schools. And then there was a state and 2 county ones, which I can't honestly remember off the top of my head. But those are taxes that go onto properties because people own properties. And when corporations own properties, it changes that dynamic. They start to write off those taxes. And so then they may pay them, but then they're getting a discount on the back end. And it kind of negates the whole thing, but it also prices out. The corporations are taking the taxes and adding that to the rent. So let's say their rent, their property tax or the mortgage for a place is only $100 a month. Well, you add in state, county, and city taxes, you're going to end up with $1,000 in some places. And it's all to quote unquote protect and do and make infrastructure. And then you see what happens in cities like San Francisco, where they take your tax money. It's supposed to be doing good, and it doesn't. It doesn't look like it's doing good. It sets everyone back. It's hard to like look out at the backyard and go like, wow, this is my last time to sit back here and do a vlog and think about how quiet it is, or think about how safe I am, and also the convenience of having a backyard. It is an amazing luxury to utilize a backyard. So we'll see where we go from here. I have a good idea where I'm headed. Just I don't know what the next 6 months are going to be. I was planning something else, and guess what? It changed. And also I recognize the luxury I have of being able to change, of even, okay, turn on a dime, do this. It's not easy. I don't like being an adult right now, but it's okay. Everything right now I can handle. Tomorrow, we'll see. All right. I am looking forward to the information on what do you want for December, because now we don't know where I'm going to be. Are we? Do we? And count your blessings. The ability to change and do and be flexible. It's not just me. I know I'm not the only one that can afford to do this. I'm not the only one that's going through this. I know I am not the only one having to have this issue. And I hope that those who do need help are getting it. I believe that we can be better. See you next week.